What's going on, guys, and welcome back to our Surviving Java series. I have finally got the fourth tower built, which took a lot less time than the other three. Actually, it only took about 2 hours to knock out, and I think it's because I had zero distractions going on and there was no one else online, so I sort of just cracked on with it while listening to some music. But it got done and I'm quite happy with it. I've also gone round and I've spawn proofed all the towers with pressure plates on the top, and then on the courts down below I'm just using white carpet, mainly just so it doesn't really take away from the build itself, but it does spawn proof it, because at night time these towers were just covered in creepers, zombies, skellies and all of the badness, and we don't really want just hostile mobs sitting around our base all day. And also, in between last episode and this episode, I did actually put together a Christmas episode, but it was way too late by the time I edited it before putting it out, and now it just seems way too late to try and put it out. So we're just gonna gloss over the fact that we've not got that one. But in between last episode and this one, I did actually do the cosmetics of our storage room. So it does now blend in with the towers and the rest of our designs. We've got like a nice sort of regal ceiling being held up by pillars going up, and everything's decorated nicely. We've got utilising the chest in the middle for our armour, tools and everything, and then we can actually utilise the top two double chests for anything we want. Unfortunately, the ones underneath we can't utilise because they're backed onto hoppers, and anything we put into it will then start running through the system, which we don't really want. And I didn't really want to take away from the aesthetics after doing it all, so I sort of just left it as it is. And all of our deep storage is working fine, so we are actually collecting all of the stuff that goes into them. And I've not actually run into any issues barring one, and that is I had a couple of items filter through where I was clearing some area above in order to do the cosmetics, because I've had to waterlog everything, so I had to make sure everything was waterproof. That was fun, wash away that entire section of redstone behind this area before I realised I had to sort of border off the back end of it. So what we can do is I can show you what I mean by that. If we get down here and then go over here, then sort of strategically place an ender pearl. It wasn't such a bad throw actually. Then up here. Yeah, so I was waterlogging this from underneath after I'd flooded it, and the water then sort of run off this side and came down here, washed away that redstone, landed on here, then washed away all of that redstone, gradually going down to the floor and washed away our timer circuit. So yeah, I sort of was clearing area here, and where I was clearing areas here is obviously, I don't know how it's happened, but I had some random debris drop into one of these hoppers underneath the filter, and it fed into one of the shulkers, and obviously if they're not 100% full, they're not going to get broken, because that's just the way they are. But everything else itself is working fine. Overflows all working fine. Our shulker sorter and our non-item stackables is all working fine. Everything that obviously can't fit into the system's coming back through to the overflow chest, and then we've also got all of our lovely shulkers there that are all empty, ready to be used. And I'm quite happy with the way the cosmetics of this has sort of turned out. So yeah, also for Christmas I actually got a couple of presents off of different people, and where are they? I put them in this one. Yeah, if we sort of go down, because I don't think I tried to place in water, obviously it's not going fantastically well, so we could just go down here and have a little look at them. Now, I obviously sorted out most people on the server. Well, I think I'd sorted a present out for every single person on the server. Then Cloud actually went to the trouble and put in our logo on his skin, and then killing himself numerous times. So then we've got a bunch of our logos that we can have on like armor stands and dotted about if we want. And I really do like that. It must have taken them quite some time to actually edit down the skin in order to do that. And then we also had Jack drop off a map that they had made in order for a Christmas present, which is also my logo. So we are obviously now have words. We now have these for like decoration. Cloud also sorted me out a shield with the letter J on, which I really do like. Although I did actually get the achievement because I've never actually worn a shield in this world, so if anything, it was good for getting the achievement for that. And then also betting that this head now won't stack with the others. Thank you. for you? No, because I've put it down, and it's now counted as Redacto's head because, yeah, he's obviously renamed them with Gaming Joy's logo block, but then when you break them, when you put them down and you break them, they turn back to Redacto's head, which is, well, it's, to be honest with you, it was expected because we always have issues when we're using the sort of custom head textures and whatnot. What in here do I need? That's all quartz, gold, everything else in there we seem to need, and I do actually need to hop over to the Christmas area, so I'll just give you a quick flyover tour over there, so rather than spending an entire episode. And it was actually fun, like I've actually got quite a lot of recording of us playing like the mini games and stuff over there that we built. But like I said, if you want me to sort of edit down and put out that video, then let me know and I'll go to the hassle of it. But otherwise it's literally just, it's like one of them filler episodes you get in a program, like a series that you're watching. Wow, this is not good. It's like proper jerky. I guess I'll see you over there. Okay, so over here at the Christmas area, it's all like nicely decorated, and a lot of people spend a lot of time over here. Now, I don't know what's running or what's going wrong with the server at the moment, but it's definitely running behind, like TPS wise, and I'm not too sure as to why that is. That's right, I don't know that. No one's really going to be coming over here anymore because obviously Christmas is done with. Yep, okay, zombie. There's so many mobs over that end. But yes, a lot of time has been spent decorating this, and obviously in the episode I went through it. Floraball actually went to the trouble and put in a full note block song, which we've decorated completely around it. Now obviously with the TPS going on, we're going to have timing issues here. Yeah, definitely issues going on with the server at the moment. But that's not the reason that we come over here. So we've got like ice shrink. Jack's built a lovely sort of ski lodge up here, which I think looks absolutely awesome, especially with the garland hanging there. Oh yeah, they even got a little Christmas tree in here. A couple of them. Oh, the custom, well not custom, the texture pack for the leaves I think looks outstanding, especially for this area. And I spent ages with Cloud building Santa's Claus and his sleigh of the elves. That took so long. Then we've got Carousel that Matt built, and it's like caused a traffic jam. And yeah, there's a lot of different little builds. Like Sizzle's built a gingerbread house there. Me and Si worked on the ice boat track, and we actually had a race here. So yeah, it wasn't too bad. And I was just making sure that everything's been tidied up here. Ice boat race trophy. Okay, yeah, I think I had 143 because I sort of disqualified myself just because of the fact that I built it and I tested every section about 100 times. Cloud got 144, EJ got 145, Ploxy 149, Jack 154, and Matt got 233. So yeah, it's not too bad. I think Cloud's then won, and he's actually taken his reward. Well, I'll make sure that he has taken it and no one else has nabbed it, but we will see. So that is what I was coming over here to check, just to make sure that that's been picked up and cleared. And then we've got a couple of builds over this way that I'll quickly show you. We got Cloud's, was it Santa's workshop? So we've got a bunch of elves building and working on presents and big Christmas tree with lights on. It was a really nice build, and honestly we had a lot of fun over here building all of this. And then we've got the Snowball PvP arena. We actually played around in that, and you have fireworks with crossbows, and it gets a little bit hectic. So I think there was 6 of us when we was playing that. And then Mind Voids obviously built the PvP arena as well as the ice garden, which I do really like, especially this like multi-tiered flower system over here. And it's perfect colours for the area as well, which I really do like. But yeah, nevertheless, now that I know that everything over here is all done and dusted, I was just making sure that the prize is being picked up. And we are actually going to go back to our base and work on something a little bit more cosmetic-y, should I say. But yeah, I'll meet you back over there. Okay, so what it is I want to work on today, now that we've got the show and tell portion out of the way with, the Nether portal, obviously where I'm coming in here, it's not ideal. We're actually coming in underneath the sorting system, and I really would like to have a Nether portal set up like dead center. And the only issue that I think we may run into is it messing up the linking of all of the portals. But yeah, we're gonna have to try to figure this out, because I am gonna end up having to clear an area of water. I've actually got a bunch of glass somewhere around here. Why am I looking? Was it in here that I left it? Or was it in one of these? In one of these, yeah. I went and smelted an absolute ton of glass, because I gave Jack a gift, or I think it was like a full barrel full of shulkers filled with glass. And I thought while I was doing that massive sort of glass thing, I may as well have got some for myself. So let me get some of these. And what glass is it we've used for the villagers and the... I think it's white glass, yeah. Provided there's air gaps, right there, mate. Provided there's air gaps behind it, I think white glass is going to look the nicest. So let me go get some dye and a crafting table, and we'll do that. I'm just going to clear an area so then we've got an air gap, because obviously we can't have another portal sitting in water. So yeah, I guess I'll catch you back in a sec. Okay, rather than me just doing a quick box, I think what we want to do is actually do a shape. So say from the third one out, 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, so then 1, 2. So obviously we're going to want it to be covering up the beacon, and we're going to want it to be circular. That's one too far, isn't it? Really? How? How did I almost break that one? 3, 4, 5, 6. And then, was it 3? And corner. 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then 3. Corner. Then 3. 5, 6, then 3, and corner, and then that's 1, 2, 3. Okay, and that's sort of like a central circle point around our beacon, and that will cover the beacon itself. Thank you. So what I'm going to do is sort of build a glass, sort of like a glass globe, more cylinder with a globe top to it. So that way we can then clear the water to see if we can't get these portals to link up the way that we want them to link. But yeah, it's going to take me a while to bring this up all the way, and obviously bringing out a glass is always fun if you make mistakes, because it takes about 4 times longer than any other block in Minecraft. If you, regardless of efficiency, they really need to add a tool that allows you to do the glass breaking when you mess up, or if you need to clear a load of it. Because knowing my luck, I've probably miscounted, and you're probably screaming at me because I've started placing the glass already. But yeah, I'm going to carry on building this up and clear out the water, and I'll bring you back once it's done. Okay, so I've got the actual dome up and in place. For freehand, it's not actually too bad. I'm not great with circles, and trying to find a 2x2 circle that works, because our entire base is based around 2x2s. It's not actually too bad at all. But now comes the fun part of actually trying to clear out the water. So, some sponges. all around the beacon. There we go, and that way we can put a floor in. And yeah, looks like I'm going to have to get all of these sponges back. I'm just going to use scaffolding to get up and down. We've got our trusty hoe on us, so it's not terrible. Yeah, okay, let me do this. Alright, so got the dome cleared, and I've picked up all of the what do you call it, sponges. There we go, words. And I'm thinking doing tall-ish portals, just covering the inner ring around the actual beacon, so that way we've got a little bit of room to play with, or on the outskirts, for like putting some bushes and flowers and whatnots, and maybe hang some leaves coming from the top is my idea. Also, I'm thinking now, I may have wanted to make the dome a little bit bigger, so that way I could put like a tree in here or something, but I don't think it's going to be overly necessary. The main thing I'm worried about is the fact that I've severely doubt the portal's going to link, considering how close I've got portals to one another in the Nether, and I know that it was a massive pain to try and link these initially. So let's say out here, so we have like tall-ish portals, and we're not hurting for obsidian, so the piglin bartering halls, I will have to spawn proof on top of these, because a lot of the area's been spawn proof now. So let me just whack a torch up here for now, and then we can do one of these. I think we were probably going to come through. Let me have a... oh no, that's not what I wanted to do at all. I'd forgotten my keys. Hash, there we go. Where was our portal? In which direction? To the north is where our portal was. So it was up here, and we've got a portal over here and a portal down here. So I've got a feeling that we may actually end up coming through the creeper portal, if anything. Because we've got one at the creeper, one at the tree farm, one here, and we've got one further up here, which is our skelly farm area. So yeah, whether or not it's going to link even remotely correctly is another question. Now what we can do is light all of these guys like so. We're going to have to break that other portal, otherwise it's just going to mess with things. And we'll see where we end up, provided I go in the right direction, which is this way. I'm going to have to, it's like, even if these don't link up, I'm going to have to do some massive tweaking around with the portals inside the Nether, because there's no way that I can keep the portal all the way back here. The reason that I've put it all the way back here is because I was having such issues with linking it in the first place, so this may be like just a complete nuisance. No doubt that when I come back through portal, even if it does send me through the right one, when I come back through it, I don't think I'm going to be coming through the correct one. I reckon that if I come back through it, I'm going to be, oh, pufferfish, I'm going to be coming through the creeper farm or something like that. So fingers crossed, let's see where we end up. We are, okay, so we're coming through the center portal, which is good. But when we go back through it, you know what, they're not overly close. Like, they're very far off to either side. The tree farm one I know was linking to the creeper farm because they are very, very close to one another. But let's just see where we end up. Oh wow, really? I am actually shocked. I was I was expecting this to be a right nuisance. I even like segregated a whole good 2-3 hour time slot in order to fix these portals, but yeah, happy days. Awesome. So all that we got to do now is do the little bits of decorating around, and then let me have a look to see what it is like. Where is there we go. Yeah, that's not terrible at all. Where the grass is obviously looks horrendous. I'm going to be bringing up another lot of quartz blocks at the same level, and then I'll probably do some inwards going stairs of course. Dude, come on now, I'm trying to build. And then do inwards facing steps joining this quartz and top layer quartz, just so that way you got an indent. Or I could do one layer of steps going inwards and then do an inner layer of sort of orange terracotta, just to bring the orange back into play. I may actually have to swap out the top 4 bits of glass for orange glass, which is, don't know, unfortunate because I really didn't want to have to do that, but I do like the orange beacon beams. But yeah, what we'll do is I'll try to figure out the sort of tidying up of it, and then I'll probably do a little time lapse of me decorating, because I know it's going to take longer than what I've got left to be able to record, because I know the video is going to be getting on. Yeah. This is the only thing that's like plagues me constantly in my storage room. It's pufferfish. I can't AFK in here because I will get killed by drowned or pufferfish. But that is a lot nicer than the little portal that we got hidden underneath. And that way when I send people to my base to get something, they're not going to get stuck. And I'm also going to have to sort of cut out a hole, like a 3 wide or 4 wide, should I say, gap. And then have some stairs going down to each side, so that way you've got ways in and out. But yeah, that will all be done in time lapse, so I guess I'll catch you after that. And welcome back. Go away. God, these guys have been non-stop on my case. I'm not 100% settled on the sort of nature style thing that I've gone for inside with the leaves. Maybe an overuse. I wanted it to be like a very sort of ancient style portal with overgrown leaves. So obviously whoever then come around and built this massive building, or I don't even know what to call it. It is eventually going to be a palace, because I'm going to have a main central tower around the original ancient portal without actually touching it, just in case they'd done something wrong to it and it just stopped working. It's got a very sort of Stargate feel to it because that's what they tended to do. It's like they've got all of this tech and upgraded stuff around it, but then the portal is like it's either like super tech with everything around it not up to that sort of date, or it's the opposite way around where everything's like super tech around it and it's like the monolithic sort of thing. So I don't know whether or not I'm going to keep it this way. I may end up ripping out the leaves and the sort of nature feel and put in some sort of decorate in accordance to the rest of the base, but I thought I'd try something and I'd like it. I don't know if it will grow on me in time or not. So obviously I'm going to be using it to get in and out of the area quite a lot. So I'm fairly sure within a week or two I'll figure out whether or not I want to change it. But whilst I was building this, I was having a look and this floor is really starting to annoy me. So what I may do in between this episode and the next one is get rid of all of the stone around the edges. I may just get some black concrete and fill it in. And then what I'm thinking of doing is around about this level at the bottom of the beacon, have a layer of black glass going across, and then have an air gap or a water gap, shall I say, with another layer of black glass starting from this quartz block here to level it out, so then it's a sort of flat surface. And because at the moment it does just look a little bit janky at the bottom, I thought having the exposed bedrock would look pretty nice, but you've got all of these little water pockets which I'm not overly keen on, and I don't want to have to go round and fill them all in individually with water, because it's an absolute nightmare to do because there's like tons of them. And I think just layering it off with black glass to have a semi sort of faded effect towards the very, very bottom may actually end up looking pretty decent. But for now, I am definitely, I'm okay with the portal as it is. It's definitely a godsend for the fact that it's no longer underneath my storage room, because having to direct anyone who come over here into my storage room, I used to have to go meet them at the portal, do a little crouching bit here to get up here, and then show them to whatever it is that they needed to get to. So quite happy that that's all linked up, and it linked up without any issues. More to the point is, and I'm sorry about that. I did have my phone on silent during the entirety of this episode, and I had like 15 messages that I missed when it came up to the point where I started doing the time lapse. I hopefully you like the style of it. If you've got any ideas on what I could do to improve it, then please do let me know. I'm definitely gonna have to do something about this though. Maybe some orange glass with like quartz slabs around the edges of it. Yeah, I'll have a think, because I definitely want to change it, because at the moment it just looks like an off orange, which I'm not a great fan of. Like inside, perfectly orange, and then as it's gone through the white glass, obviously. But all of in here should actually be spawn proof, if I've done my job correctly. Spawn proof, that's fine. Spawn proof, spawn proof, spawn proof, spawn proof. Yeah, everything's there so far, 7, so we're all good on not having random creepers spawn. Maybe up there. I didn't really check there. Yeah, just on this thing here. So I may have to do something about lighting up on them. But yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed today's episode, and thank you. Hope you've enjoyed today's episode, and hopefully I'll catch you all in the next one. Bye bye.